Nicki Minaj's longtime lawyer dumps her as client amid $10 million defamation lawsuit. Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Celebrity Broadcast, where the tea is always piping hot and the truth is sharper than a stiletto heel. Now, you thought you'd seen all the legal drama that Hollywood could cook up, right? Maybe a little contract dispute, a tiny trademark tiff? Think again, because what just happened in the world of Nicki Minaj's legal team is less a quiet resignation and more a courtroom mic drop that just shattered the sound barrier. We're talking about an attorney who was practically a fixture in her corner, the legal equivalent of a Swiss Army knife who always had the right tool for the job, suddenly hitting the eject button. Quick favor, if you're loving this, hit that subscribe button. Over 92% of viewers haven't yet. It's free. Takes a second and means the world to us. Thanks. If you did. Now back to the show. Hold on to your wigs, because this isn't some junior associate making a career pivot. This is Jud Burstein, Nicki Minaj's longtime legal gladiator, the man who's been swatting away lawsuits for her like mosquitoes on a summer night, abruptly abandoning ship right in the middle of a $10 million defamation lawsuit. Yes, you heard that right. $10 million. This is the kind of move that sends shockwaves through the celebrity legal industrial complex. It's like Batman's utility belt suddenly deciding it doesn't want to fight crime anymore. It's unprecedented and, frankly, completely perplexing. Burstein's departure is the headline, but the context is the whole scandalous novel. We are, of course, talking about the ongoing drama with a gentleman named Tamer Peak. This isn't their first dance. Peak originally filed his $10 million defamation suit against Nicki, citing some pointed remarks she allegedly made during an April 2024 station-head broadcast. Picture this: Nicki is broadcasting to her devoted barbs, and somewhere in the mix, words are exchanged that Peak believes cross the line from celebrity shade to outright career-damaging libel. Now, Burstein is a legend for a reason. He successfully got the initial complaint dismissed in New Jersey. Victory! Everyone packs up and goes home, right? Wrong. The legal system is a relentless beast, and Peak simply took his case, dusted it off, and refiled it right there in New York, Nicki's home state, no less. It's a classic move in litigation: if the venue doesn't work, try another one. And this time, when the summons came back, Burstein said, "Thanks, but no thanks." He declined the opportunity to represent her in the New York refiling. It's the ultimate lawyer-client breakup, happening on the eve of battle. Now, let's inject some of that trademark Burstein commentary into the mix. This isn't some passive-aggressive move. The lawyer himself gave a statement, and it's a masterclass in professional separation with a generous side of spin. He told Us Weekly that his withdrawal should absolutely not be misinterpreted as some kind of vote of no confidence in the case itself. He insisted, and I quote, the decision was unrelated to any concern about the merits of Peak's claims, and that he still believes the complaint is entirely frivolous. Frivolous. That is the legal equivalent of being told your argument is less substantial than a damp paper towel. Furthermore, he made sure to butter the toast, adding that he continues to have great affection and respect for Nicki. Okay, so, it's not an ugly, screaming match of a divorce. It's more of a, it's not you, it's me, but I'm still leaving and taking my successful track record with me, kind of split. But let's be real, when a lawyer walks away from a $10 million case he's already partly won, with a client he supposedly adores, the world, and by the world, I mean us, is going to speculate. Speaking of speculation, the elephant in the legal room. This entire situation has opened the floodgates of speculation. It's like a celebrity gossip supervolcano just erupted. Why would Burstein, the man who has repeatedly proven he can defend Nicki against the most tenacious legal attacks, including a huge $20 million lawsuit dismissal back in 2022 and another case that led to a gag order just earlier this year, suddenly walk away from the sequel? The theory du jour, the one that's being whispered in every corner of the internet, is that this is less about the technical legal merits and more about that atmosphere surrounding the artist. Over the last couple of years, let's just say Nicki Minaj has faced considerable public scrutiny. Her presence on social media and her occasional broadcasts have sometimes drawn criticism, leading to a perception, fair or not, of erratic or challenging public behavior. Dealing with a high-profile, volatile client isn't just about winning in court, it's about managing the media, the public relations fallout, and, sometimes, the client herself. Could it be that the sheer cost, the time, the energy, the constant attention required to defend this particular brand of high-octane celebrity drama became just too much, even for a seasoned pro like Burstein? Did he simply decide this legal saga wasn't worth the subscription price anymore? Cue the emergency legal team, the North Star Group steps in. So, the defense has a massive, Bernstein-sized hole in it. Who swoops in to catch the falling pieces? Enter the North Star Group, led by Londell Macmillan, a firm that has temporarily stepped into the fray, and they are not happy about the manner of the departure. Their statement made it crystal clear Bernstein's exit was not telegraphed. It was an absolute bombshell. A representative from the North Star Group stated, and this is the juicy part, that same day, Mr. Bernstein abruptly withdrew entirely from his representation of Minaj and her company, without giving any prior notice. Abruptly. Entirely. Without prior notice. That sounds less like a planned retirement and more like a lawyer leaping out of a moving vehicle. This lack of warning is the key ingredient that turns a professional parting into a scandalous legal cliffhanger. It suggests a level of urgency or perhaps a breaking point that we on the outside can only guess at. When a key player in a multimillion-dollar lawsuit just disappears, it throws the entire strategy into immediate chaos. The strategy, by time, get a new champion. Now that they have a new, albeit temporary, legal team, the first order of business is to hit the pause button. Think of it like this: the referee just called a timeout because one team's star player suddenly quit the game. The North Star Group's immediate action was to request a stay of the proceedings. A stay is a fancy legal term for asking the judge to press the mute button on the entire case. They are specifically asking for a window of 45 days. This request, according to the firm, is completely necessary so that Minaj and her company can have time to find and retain new litigation counsel, have counsel review the case file, confer with their new counsel, and prepare any responsive filings in an orderly manner. And that is exactly what you do when you've been blindsided. You can't fight a $10 million lawsuit with a lawyer who just got handed the file an hour ago. You need time to get a new legal heavy hitter, let them digest every document, every email, every deposition all the way back to the initial dismissal. This is a crucial strategic move. If they don't get the stay, they will be facing a sophisticated legal challenge without their star defender, and that is a recipe for disaster. It's like being forced to take a penalty kick in the World Cup without a goalie. The stakes, why this case matters. Let's quickly re-anchor ourselves to the core issue. This is a defamation lawsuit. Defamation, in a nutshell, is the act of damaging a person's reputation by making false statements. For a public figure like Nicki Minaj, her words carry immense weight. When she speaks, the entire internet listens, and if she's accused of making false, damaging statements, the price tag is understandably hefty. The refiled case in New York means Peake is not backing down. He believes he has a case, and now, with Bernstein out of the picture, he might feel his odds just dramatically increased. But remember Bernstein's words, entirely frivolous. This implies that the defense has a strong foundation, built on facts and legal precedent, which is probably why Bernstein won the first round. The rapper now has to secure a new top-tier attorney who can step into shoes that are not just big, but practically skyscraper-sized. This new lawyer must not only match Bernstein's skill but also be ready to handle the intense media scrutiny and the pressure cooker environment that comes with representing one of the world's most recognizable, and often controversial, music icons. This search is undoubtedly underway right now, and the clock, even with the requested stay, is ticking loudly. It's an incredible twist in a story that was already high drama. A star lawyer leaves a superstar client over a massive, refiled lawsuit. It's the kind of plot development that screenwriters dream up. But this, folks, is just Tuesday in celebrity news. The question remains, who is the next legal warrior brave enough, or perhaps foolish enough, to step into the ring for the Queen of the Barbs? And will they be able to replicate Bernstein's legendary winning streak, or will the $10 million claim finally find its mark? Stay tuned, because this legal battle is far from over, and we here at Celebrity Broadcast will have the front row seats for all the unbelievable twists and turns. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and get more celebrity news.